I'm back with another triggering topic, and I really want to talk to y'all about something very important. I truly feel as though Black women are in danger right now, and we have a real problem that needs to be addressed. We have men painting Black women as if they are responsible for every single bad thing that happens in the world, making podcasts and videos dedicated to strictly degrading Black women while pretending that every other race of woman is perfect, and this is only going to negatively affect Black women. And when I say affect, I mean encourage violence, incite hatred towards Black women, and cause more harm to come to Black women on a regular basis. And the Black femicide rate is already steadily increasing. Now, I had never heard of this man named Jason Whitlock before in my life until I saw him on a page that popped up in my TikTok feed called Black Women Wake Up. And I must say that what I heard wasn't surprising, but it was disgusting and ill-informed nonetheless. Now, I'm going to show y'all what he said in parts, and I'm going to address each thing he said. Please watch this.
Let's talk about passport bros. It's a growing movement of Black men who shop for wives and girlfriends in foreign countries. They do it because the American Black woman has abandoned traditional marriage values and roles.
Now you have to understand that these type of Black men that believe in this type of ideology are very slow and easy to manipulate. Their hatred and anger towards Black women makes them easy to manipulate. Their emotions are uncontrollable like waves of water. And men like this Jason Whitlock line their pockets with that anger and hatred. Now, you see how he framed that? He took all responsibility from the Black man being the cause of his own unhappiness and or lack of ability of finding a suitable partner by saying that the Black woman has abandoned traditional marriage values and roles. And you notice that he said American Black woman. But you know what? I could have sworn that in America, there are more races than just Black women. And we all know that Black men don't have a problem dating out. So why are they not just gravitating towards all of these non-Black women who are so into these quote unquote traditional marriage values and roles? Well, I have a reason for that. It's because Black men are not into traditional marriage roles or values. These are coded terms that just mean that Black men are looking for a doormat, and more Black women are not having that. And to be frank with you, more and more other races of women are not having that either from Black men. So now they have to go elsewhere to receive this type of foolishness. Now, please watch this.
But the facts are, we have embraced a culture that does not develop or produce women worthy of, capable of pulling off successful marriages. That's just a fact.
Now, this is the exact type of delusion and glass house behavior that I constantly mention on my channel that Black men use. They say things about Black women that actually apply to them. Or they use stats that can easily be turned on them, but they are so self-absorbed and accountability is like kryptonite that they don't even see it. Now, this Black man actually said that we embrace a culture that doesn't produce women that are capable of or worthy of pulling off successful marriages. And that really blew me, honestly, because do you mean the culture that Black men created? Because aren't you the leaders and the patriarchs? Or let's talk about how Black men actually made a genre of music that is the most popular today, mind you, that the main focus is degrading the Black woman and telling her that she is worth nothing other than what she offers sexually, and encourages Black men to unalive each other. As if that didn't create a culture where Black men aren't capable of respecting or viewing a woman as a human being. Or are we talking about the same genre of music that demonized love and demonized loving a woman or having feelings for a woman besides what you could use her for? Do you think that this music that has shaped the minds of several generations of Black men could have contributed to this culture or disconnect of the black man and black woman? And worthy? We aren't worthy of pulling off successful marriages? I'm sorry. You mean the women that supported you and stood by you and marched for you and endured racism right along with you aren't worthy? Well, if we're not worthy, then who is? And why are y'all not marrying them? If this is unique to the black woman, then why are y'all going overseas? Why are y'all not getting the women in America to do your bidding, since every other race of woman is so nice and so accommodating and want the black man so badly? Well, I have some reasons. First of all, let's be clear. Other races of women do not want y'all. That's a statistical fact. Other races of women, including the Caucasian woman, still prefer overwhelmingly the Caucasian man. Now, it might have something to do with the fact that y'all's net worth is $10,100 and you have nothing to offer, no financial freedom, and no possibility for privilege or luxury unless you're in the top 1% of earners. And if y'all do get with the white woman that y'all claim are so much better, statistically, y'all's marriages with them fail the most out of all interracial pairings. It even fails more than your marriages with the so-called evil black woman. Matter of fact, an interracial pairing with a black man fails the most out of all interracial pairings. A black man being your husband gives you an elevated risk of, you guessed it, failure. But guess which interracial union has the most success? A black woman and a white male. So how is the problem the black woman?
Passport bros are primarily black men who leave America shopping for wives and girlfriends. They're men who believe American women, particularly black women, have the wrong values, expectations, worldview, and attitude for a serious relationship.
Black women have the wrong expectations? Black women have always given the black man grace that wasn't reciprocated. Black women have always worked. They have never rested, never been housewives in any high percentage or capacity. And the black man has never made enough statistically, so the black woman has had to go 50-50. So what do you mean? The black woman has done nothing but lowered her expectations. And what do you mean having the wrong attitude? Because black women don't want to allow you to completely dominate them without even having the ability to solely provide and protect that black woman from the stresses of life. Not to mention, I want to know how black women have the wrong attitude for a serious relationship when the majority of black men that believe in these ideologies don't want a serious relationship. Let's keep it a buck here. Black men are the least married out of all groups of men. Being involved with a black man, regardless of your race, gives you an increased risk of becoming a single mother. White women are the fastest growing demographic of single mothers, and white women with biracial children, where the father is black, have higher poverty rates, and over 90% of them are born out of wedlock. Aren't those the same stats that black men like to weaponize against the black woman? Two different races of women having the same outcome when they choose you. That's mighty suspicious. Take a look at this.
Me and others, this whole manosphere, I'm trying to say to the black woman, if you don't course correct, this chaos, this destruction, this lack of success is going to continue.
Now, I'm wondering why a notable raccoon, and yes, I've confirmed this by research, why he is speaking on black women in the first place. And why is a man who is not traditional himself speaking on black women not having quote unquote traditional values or goals? This man is almost 60, single, and every picture that I've seen of him with a woman, she's half his age, and he looks like he paid a pretty penny for her to be there by his side. Now he looks tired, haggard, and worn out, like he spends most of his YouTube earnings on high-end non-black escorts. And this is the problem, having black men that are not a part of the culture and have no desire or love or care for black women, attempting to speak on black women or chastise black women or pretend to know their thoughts or motivations. Black women are not stupid. If you clearly don't love or care for black women, it is obvious. And how do you think your supposed criticism or bashing is going to be received? If you don't have a successful or healthy relationship with black women, I don't care to hear your thoughts on them because you were never in a position to truly know the inner workings and desires of a black woman. All I hear is that black men don't want a matriarchal society. They want black women to be more submissive and more feminine and rely on them more, but they actually have zero intention of supporting a black woman or building her up to rely on him or giving her a safe space to rest in that feminine. The only thing that these type of men want is robotic slaves that work in the home, raise the children, have full-time jobs where they share in the so-called male responsibility. But they want the woman to lie to them and pretend that he is the only one working hard. Now, until the passport bros and this Jason Whitlock character understand that insanity that is their thought processes, this divide will only widen. But I digress. If you watch this whole video, please drop an 88 in the comments. And if you can't donate to my Cash App above to get my podcast popping, then please just do me a free favor and subscribe to my YouTube and hit the notification button and drop me a like. And as always, drop your comments and thoughts down below.